Let me tell you, 10 years from now, sitting here, you can call me a prophet. Wealthiest Africans 10 years from now will not be the Dangotes and the Masiwas of this world. It will be a young people who are sitting right now in their bedrooms and in their workshops building AI applications, agriculture, for health sector, for food security. That is what is happening.
So let me start by just starting from there, because if we don't listen to me, to be able to use AI for speed up, I use it to write my notes, I use it to, as a matter of fact, when I can't copy something, I will just take a photograph of it, tell AI, type it out for me, Jerry. Now, those are the infant use of this particular thing. And the idea that he presents here, that with AI, you're going to do things at a fraction of the cost. That young boy, if you remember the video he played last week, was even telling everybody that you'll be able to, graphic artists, you don't have to pay them. Accountant, you don't have to pay them. You know what I mean? Adverts, producing videos. Everything is scaled down. You may not get the quality you're looking for, but at least you can start. These are true. And Dr. Adegbola, 2 years ago, in that auditorium, told us, or 3 years ago, categorically, that the next set of billionaires are not going to be the Dangotes of this world. We have to think big. But before we do that this morning, I want to take you on a quick journey. But this same man, Strive Masiwa, this was a program that happened a few days ago in America under the auspices of the United Nations. It's called Unstoppable Africa. And the reason why it's so important is because of the way it explains things. And this young lady is going to ask a question. And I want you to have that question at the back of your mind.
Okay.
All right?
I think this is the biggest age
Volume,
gap
please.
that I've had in a panel.
Oh my God, thank you. My question for both of you, and you could probably talk about this as you're speaking and as you're talking to each other. Because I am the generation that will be running Unstoppable Africa, how do you see all these investments in growing digital and AI infrastructure impacting young Africans like me? And what advice do you give to us? Thank you. You may sit.
Okay.
Let me run across. Thank you.
Shall I answer it now, or should I wait until the end?
Go for it.
All right. It's a very profound question. She's 15. The life that she's going to lead, to live and work in, is the world of AI. You know, I was listening to an Al Jazeera program the other day where they were saying that the government of China, its Ministry of Education, had just issued an instruction that all children over the age of 6 above must now be mandatory taught about AI. That is the world that we're about to end. But another interesting report I listened to the other day was when you and I visited OpenAI in San Francisco. And they told us a very interesting story. They said, you know, which country in the world has the highest adoption rate per capita of ChatGPT?
Kenya.
It's Kenya. But there are quite a few African countries on the league. And they were as curious as I was as to why Kenya, Africa. And I reminded them the world's youngest continent is Africa. Our mean age is 19.7.
Wow.
You are the natives of AI. So you shouldn't be afraid. Whatever it brings, what is important for you is to master it.
Master, yeah.
Yeah. Do not be afraid. Never be afraid of the future. So we're doing it for you. We are only stewards of the future. You were talking about planting trees, and I was telling you backstage that I knew Wangari. We were friends. We used to correspond. She was an amazing woman, and it's a great honor to meet her successor and the one who carries her torch. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I want to get that into our minds. And the reason why I'm saying this is for you who are parents. This is the world these kids are born into. You can be the lead on your family. You can be a lead on your staff. You can be the lead on your community. I'm a member of two associations, Alalubasa Estate and the one I live in. I have recommended free technological apps to the two, whatever. The chairman of the first one said, I don't understand it. The second one, who's young, is not interested. And yet everything we're trying to do could be done with speed, where you can clear people at the gate, electronic, and it's free. That resistance is going to be there because we're afraid, like my sister said. We have to stop being afraid of what we don't understand. Amen? And so I want to encourage you this morning. I'm happy some of you brought your children, even though some of them don't know AI from IA. But at least somebody's talking about it in front of them. Am I making sense? But like this is the world that they're born into. We have to deal with this fear. Now, there's one more thing I want to show, and I'm going why I'm doing this. Because beyond AI Saturdays, beyond just learning how to use AI, is the fact that there's careers in AI. There are opportunities in AI. Remember what he said? He said AI business. It doesn't mean that the business is AI, but it is incorporating AI into the business. Make it run more efficiently, like my brother shared. Now he can scale. Now he can reach other people. He can start a franchise. Am I making sense? All with an app, which he can build for free. And somebody in Kano can be doing exactly what he's doing under his supervision, and they will never have met. All these are possible. The final part of this video, and I'm going to tie it to something that Inya Boyeji said, and I want you to please listen. I'm doing all this because we're buying time, but we're also, in many ways, laying foundations which are very difficult to lay. All right? It's 24. The reason why I wanted to do this myself was because I'm tired of
Uses.
Yeah, I think coming back to the conference, at the back there's a word called unstoppable that is all over this event. Why does compute matter to ensure Africa is unstoppable? I think that question lingers on many people's minds in the room probably, to say, what really does this compute mean for an unstoppable Africa?
Okay, let me stop
Your
and
words
say
of
this.
wisdom on that one.
Let me stop this. Strive has moved away. 2 days ago, you would have heard that his daughter has taken over. Second daughter has joined the board of directors of Econet. He has resigned from Econet and has focused on building data centers all over Africa, including Nigeria, that will do the computing. That means we have our own local data centers. Hopefully, by the grace of God, what we're listening to will be fed with Nigerian languages, where you don't have to be educated in English to access AI. Am I making sense? And so that's the context. I couldn't play that for you because that's not your area of strength. I thought I needed to explain that to you so that you will understand this answer better. Are you here?
Yeah, we're unstoppable. 1.3 billion people, $3 trillion GDP. A report from the GSMA, which I didn't fully agree with, but still was indicative. If we do the right things, particularly providing the hard infrastructure and allowing young people to use these platforms and develop their solutions, could see the African GDP up by 2.9 trillion in the next 10 years. That is virtually doubling our GDP. That's from GSMA. Okay, not a particularly dynamic organization, but very conservative by my, but they're talking about that. Even if we could realize half of that, Oswald, that's an extraordinary leap forward. We missed out on industrialization. But industrialization was factories that used electricity. AI is built through factories in which intelligence is the raw material. We've got to get all our data. We've got to turn this into products and services and solutions that will take us forward. That's why we are unstoppable. But if we do not, we can't speak our way to it. We have to act our way to it. Sometimes in Africa, we talk too much. It's time to do. Let's do. Okay, enough conferences. Okay, we got to walk out of here and go do. Okay, I'm 64 years old. I feel blessed to have seen the telecom revolution, but it required a generation of us who were telecom bandits. We went out and we created the Econnets, the MTNs, the Vodacoms, the Glow Mobiles, African companies, by the way. We created them. And then came the internet revolution, and we sat it out.
Hey.
We sat it out. And others went and created the Amazons of this world, the Alibabas of this world, and we sat out and we just sat in the glow of what we did in the mobile industry. Now AI is here. We cannot be users, consumers, and hope to go to the future on that basis. Yes, it's great that you're downloading ChatGPT and so forth. I have no problem with that. But I want you to be downloading the platforms that our young people are going to create because we open doors for them. Yes, the infrastructure is one thing, but we need to make sure that we open up access to finance, access to skills. The most important thing for me on AI, the most important urgency right now is where I started when I was talking about that Chinese mandate and why it troubled me and challenged me at the same time. We cannot do anything if we don't get our education right. Our education needs to pivot to maths and science. That's not to say we don't do all the other stuff, but we will not be at the table if we do not produce more kids that are driving through on maths and science. So please promise me that you will focus on maths and science, because that's what China and India are doing so well ahead of us. Okay? We can do that. Then I would add that we got to skill up. Okay? We need to train at least 10 million young people over the next 5 years in AI skills. AI has got to be a literacy in of its own. So AI literacy is fundamental for everyone. So that's where I would say, if we do those things, we absolutely will be unstoppable.
Thank you very much for those remarks. I think we've run out of time.
All right, that's it. I'm going to close with the last video, and I want you to bear with me on it. You've heard one opinion now from a man called Strive Masiwa. Now we're going to hear the same thing from a man called Iyi Aboyeji, one of the youngest Nigerians responsible for 2, probably 3 unicorns in the country. The third one is Move. Move is being financed by Uber. Now, why am I playing all this for you? I don't want you to leave here to say, I've just learned about AI and stop there. I don't know if you get the point I'm making. You must find where you fit in. Either you're building the business, or you're building the app, or you're helping to train the next generation. Listen to what he said, 10 million. Africans have to be trained in the next 5 years. You heard that? Now listen to Iyi, and then I'll hand over to our speaker for today.
I want to go deeper. Proceed. But I think another question I have on this vein is the training, because what the controversial clip I saw, and I said I'm going to wait to talk to Iyi myself, is around this lack of training, like this gap. Can you expand more on that?
So, like I said, we do a lot of training. We don't do a lot of skilling.
Yes, that's what you said specifically.
Yeah. And what is the difference, right? So when you train somebody, you give them information, but you're not necessarily telling them what to do with it. Like, you're not being very prescriptive about what they can do with that thing, right? So, for example, I'm going to train you on customer service. So I'll put you in a class, give you a presentation. You understand what I'm saying? When you leave that class, it doesn't mean that you actually know how to answer a customer. Or you know theoretically, but you've never done it before. So in that case, it's not a skill you have. It's just, you've not learned you've added your own spice and pepper and rodo to the, to the information you've been given. In Nigeria, we do a lot of that training, but we don't do skilling. From universities to, everywhere. So when you, for example, if you have a cook, right? You take somebody goes to chef class, they get training. Doesn't mean the person can cook. To cook, you have to cook. There's no other way. You have to cook. So that's the issue that we have in Nigeria. And then you have to be able to, okay, you can cook to this level. If you want to get to the next level of cooking, this is how it looks like. And these are the skills, you need to not have. The training, the skills you have to be able to cook at that level.
But actually, just, my last question on this specific thing is, so I'll give a perfect example. Countries like the Philippines, right? I would say India, but I think it's more shifted towards Philippines. They have locked down this virtual assistant market right now. It's very common for all these big companies in the US to go to the Philippines, get their talent, get their skill set. So do you feel like Nigeria has a chance in that game?
We do, because so this is the reason why I think we have a chance. 3 reasons. Number one, we're going to give birth to 5 million children every year. So doesn't matter what anybody says. Also 5 million children every year. If you can't find 1 million that can be useful, your problems are deep. Not everybody has to work, but just enough to make all of us a little bit more money, right? We'll be fine. So that's number one. Number two, the currency is now competitive and will become even more so. You see, what has happened in rivers is going to drive the currency further down, because the currency strength is linked to oil. And now that pipelines have been disrupted, the currency will go down. As it goes down, the labor becomes cheaper. As labor becomes cheaper, you understand what I'm saying? It becomes more and more competitive. You have to consider it. If you were running an outsourcing business 3 years ago, and you're running one now, your cost of labor is 5 times cheaper, through to no fault of yours. If you're running a business, a labor business 10 years ago, and you're running one now, your cost of labor is 5 times, from 300 to 500, 1,500, and you didn't have anything to do with it. So that's the second thing. The third thing is that the young people are ambitious and they speak English. So a few of them will find their way. It's not going to be everybody, but a few of them, if you give them the right infrastructure, will find their way. So when you combine those 3 things, Philippines cannot stand a chance. Because imagine you give them AI and you tell them, oh yeah, every customer is paying you X amount. The thing about Nigerians, you just have to align responsibility with reward. They will surprise you with their outputs. Just align, just tell them you're responsible for this, and if you can get this to happen, this is how much you get. That's all the Nigerian needs to understand for him to deliver for you. We can definitely, within 3 years, take out Philippines, because it's a global market. And like I said, one thing that is true is no corporation will look away if you're giving them cost advantage at scale. And the moment one starts to use cheaper labor somewhere, for the others to compete, they must come and do the same.
had one more, but I'll share that later. That's the last thing I wanted to share with you, to tell you that the opportunities are here. This AI thing does not stop here. Let me ask you a question as I round up. Is this a skilling program or a training program? It's a training program, because we're not giving you any skills. We're not. We're not giving you any skills. We're just giving you information. Am I making sense? And so what I'm hoping that this platform will evolve into will be a skilling one. All right? But since I'm not an expert in AI and I don't know what is required, I need to collaborate. Am I making sense? In order to create a place where I can join the team of people who are going to be producing 10 million AI experts over the next 5 years. That's my dream. I'm just letting you know what I'm dreaming about. You are just my guinea pigs to see whether this thing works or not. So without further ado, let me invite Pastor Miss Dukwe Ojalabi to come and share his serious work with you.
Good morning. Welcome. We want to try and do it a little today. Leave the teaching and let's do some practical. Let me just give us a breakdown. We've learned a lot. You know, pastor specializes in complicating things. Me, I specialize in simplifying things. So it's going to be not really interactive, but I'm going to get you involved. How many people have ChatGPT on their phone? Okay, good. So we're working together today. Bring out your phone. The interesting thing about this AI thing, and for those of us that use ChatGPT, is that all you need to have is ChatGPT. Even the answers that you need is interesting that you can ask ChatGPT to tell you how to ask the right question. That's the amazing thing about this app. Okay, so this morning, right now, I want to tell us how to use ChatGPT or AI to learn or skill, especially if you are a business owner or a creative or student. So, and I think the three categories are represented here this morning. Understand what AI can really do for you. Before driving in, it helps you to know that AI isn't just a tech. It's not just about tech. You need to think of it as a smart assistant. When people hear AI, inside you're like, it's up there. I can't reach it. It's complicated. I don't want to get involved. But when we know that this tool is actually available to help me, to help you, to scale, then we are much more comfortable with it. It helps us to save time. Pastor has just told you how we used to just do a lot of stuff in the office and it makes things falter. It helps us to learn faster. For those of us that use it to summarize and stuff like that, he just gave us an example of how it helped him to solve some of his problem. It helps us to automate our work. And when we hear automation, it sounds like something big. But the truth is that most of us have been using and doing these things and we don't know. Because AI didn't just arise now. It's just that we are getting to know more about it. How many of us use our WhatsApp? Okay. How many of us use WhatsApp business? Do you know there are a lot of things on your WhatsApp that is because they have actually put AI gadget inside to work for us? Automation is already, we are using it, we don't know, but that is AI. And some people use it to the extreme. You know, there's this part of, in our WhatsApp, we have greeting message, when you are not available message, and you know, people just put all sorts of things that even when they are with their phone and customer is reaching them, they will still be sending them away message. Those are ways that we use it in awkward ways. But these tools are actually there to help us organize and automate our system. Creativity, it helps us to design. And I really like that because as simple as it is, the man that spoke last told us that it saves us a lot of money. If you really get to know how to use this tool, you're going to save a lot of money. If I use my industry as an example, I make clothes. And the world is now a global village. Everybody can see what is going on. So you are not only competing with your neighbors in your neighborhood, you are competing on a global market. Last week we were told that there are some jobs or vocations that AI will not take over, like a caregiver, like plumbing. But let me tell you, it's a lie. Why? Because if I'm a caregiver and I'm well positioned online, you are not visible, you are losing your job. So this idea of there are some skills that is only, it will not happen if those people are not online. So if you are a plumber and you are online and you are well positioned, there are people that are building houses, building hotels, that need specialists, that are tired of all these people that gives them trouble. They need a professional, and they go online and they see you. You are likely to get more work. And before you know it, those ones that are right in their neighborhood will not get the same work, even though they are good at it. So let us stop this idea of the type of work I do. The robot cannot, we are not talking about robot, we are talking about visibility. So you need to be there. You need to play the game and play it very well. So start by exploring what part of your daily work or learning field. These are usually the first things. Yeah, okay. Let me tell you a very good way to work with AI or ChatGPT. That app needs to know you. It needs to know you. So that is the starting point. Don't let us use ChatGPT as we use Google. Just ask question, ask question, ask question. We're going to do a demonstration later on that is going to show you why ChatGPT knows you. So when you interact with the platform, try and talk to your personal ChatGPT. Don't always go there to just be asking question, asking. Relate. Tell it about yourself. We were told last week that all this thing is about data. Garbage in, garbage out. And later, I think there was something I saw, but let me not go ahead of myself, so that when I get there, I'll actually just say it. And I think the summary is like, AI doesn't respond to you based on what you are thinking about. It responds based on the information you give it. They are two different things. At times you use it and you are disappointed because you are like, this is not what it can't read your mind. There is a way to go about it, and if you don't do it properly, you are not likely to get a good result. The second thing we need to do is how to prompt. Ola, who is changing the slide? We need to know how to prompt. AI gives you what you ask for, not what you mean. It gives you what you ask for, not what you mean. So learning to write clearly prompt is the key. We need to know how to write clearly. So this, when we talk about AI and we make it look as if some people, we just, it's for smart people, that is, you are right though. If you think because AI has come, then you will not use our brain again, is a lie. Because the output you get is as a result of what you put in. So in summary, what you get from ChatGPT is a result of your role, plus trust, plus detail, plus tone. For you to get a very good output, these 4 points must be well taken care of. So I give us an example. Let's say you want to talk to your ChatGPT. You say, act like or act as a professional fashion brand strategist. Help me write 3 Instagram captions for my kaftan selection. Elegant, emotional, culturally rooted. Now, I make sure that I put the role. I make sure that I included the tags, the details, and of course, the tone. So once you put all those things into consideration, you are going to get a very beautiful caption. Number 3, practice in areas you care about. We've heard so much about ChatGPT. Please, not all of it is for you. That is where the confusion comes in. When you have all this information, before you know, you just end up feeling like, well, let's just leave it. Because it's massive. It's huge. The man gave us a summary by saying there are just 3 things that we need to do. It's either you teach it, you implement it in your business, and what's the third one? Because he just told us this morning. What's the third one? You can train people. So that is the 3 things that we can do. So just pick up any area that you think you are convenient with. Is either you start using AI in your business, is either you start creating apps with AI in order to help people, and you start training. So just pick one, at least one. So don't bombard your brain with all the available options that we have. And at the end of the day, you will not do anything. The fastest way to learn AI is to use it. I said that earlier. Use this daily for things that matters to you. If it does not matter to you, you are not likely to do it. So if you have a business, use it for your business. If you are interested in training people, use it to gather information that you need to train. If you want to develop app, use it for that purpose. If you are in business or in fashion like me, try to design ideas, caption writing, business system. Concentrate on that. And as you do it every day, you discover that you get better of it. If you are a student, use it for summaries, use it for course outlines and study. Use it to study questions. If you are a creative, you can use it to brainstorm, refine, and of course, expand your ideas. That's how you turn AI into your thinking partner, not just a tool. Number 4, learn the language of AI tools. We need to familiarize ourselves with the basis. ChatGPT, conversation plus creation. How many of you do use Canva? You know everything about Canva is AI. That's the irony of it. We've been using it. It's just that we never really saw it in this light. Canva is a serious thing. And don't ever think, well, I'm not so good. Just start. Just start. At least you have a business. Start with creating a logo. You know, somebody was asking, me to teach them how to use Canva. And I'm like, I can't really sit down and say, this is what you should do. You need to fumble with it. Once you have been told the basis, you need to make mistake, correct it, do it again, and before you know it, you master the art. We have a lot of apps that we use on a daily basis that we don't even know that they are AI driven. So you don't just need all of this. Pick the ones that are relevant to you, and then you stick to it. Number 5, we need to learn the ethics. AI is a powerful but not perfect. AI is powerful rather, but not perfect. It sounds confident, but it can be wrong. Misculture or emotional things. So we know that AI knows all things. It has ideas, but please don't just copy what it says. When you are done and it gives you results, you need to go through it. And you need to start adapting, especially in our own area, because AI doesn't have enough data about Nigeria yet. It doesn't have enough data about Africa yet. So it's not everything that you see that is right. At times you can ask it questions, or it will give you an advice that even yourself, you know that, man, if I try this, I won't get results. So please, don't just eat everything that it gives to you. You need to take time to go about it. Of course, it's not emotional. So when you are dealing with human beings, you need to tweak some things to make it applicable to us all. So you need to always review, personalize anything that it gives to you before you publish it. Number 6, build your AI mindset. Don't think I'm using AI to replace my work. No. Think I'm using AI to multiply my creativity and speed. It's there to help. It's not there to replace. That mindset will keep you learning, experimenting, and of course, you will be ahead of others. So let's go to our ChatGPT right now. I want us to write a caption. And the reason why we're doing this is because I want you to see the difference between when you just use it and when your ChatGPT knows you. I want us to see the difference in the response it's going to give us. Let's type what we have on the screen in our ChatGPT right now. Okay. Everybody, type what is on the screen. You are going to read out your response to us. So let's be fast. If you are ready, let's know. I've done it here already. Yeah. Okay. Anybody that is ready? Okay, I'm waiting. The network is, I want it to drop. Okay, it has replied. Yeah, but it's not. I have to change to my own. It has gone. It's gone. Okay, who is ready with the answer? Okay, Ola, or not? Okay. Should I read it for you? So that, okay. Help with a caption. I've sent it to you. Help with a caption for a long sleeve Ankara gown for sale. Please, back. Okay. Guess that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those that have not gotten the question, let me take it again. Okay. Help me with a caption for a long sleeveless Ankara gown for sale. Ideal for middle-aged women. Available in size 14 to 20. Can be, okay. Are you done? Can I come again? Available in size 14 to 20. Can be delivered nationwide. Include urgency and hashtags. I'll take it again. Help me with a caption for a long sleeveless Ankara gown for sale. Ideal for middle-aged women. Available in size 14 to 20. Can be delivered nationwide. Include urgency and hashtags. Include urgency and hashtags. Who is ready? Just put it in your chat box. Let's see the reply that it gives to you. Who's ready? Okay, thank you.
Elegant, confident, effortlessly African. Step out in style with a long sleeve Ankara gown, perfect for the classy, middle-aged woman who loves comfort and color. Available in sizes 14 to 20. Limited pieces left. Order now before it's sold out. Nationwide delivery available. Hashtag Ankara elegance. Hashtag African style, classy women. Made in Nigeria, Ankara fashion. Style for queens, limited stock. Shop now, nationwide delivery.
Who else is ready? Who else? You ready?
Elegant comfort for every occasion. Elegant comfort for every occasion. Step out in style with this stunning long sleeveless Ankara gown. Perfect for confidence. Perfect for confidence. Classy women who love comfort and color. Available in size 14 to 20 and we delivered nationwide. Limited stock. Shop now before it's gone. Hashtag Ankara fashion, African style, Ankara gown, plus size style, fashion for women, classy look, nationwide delivery, limited stock. Shop now.
Let's have one more. Are you ready?
Elegant, effortless, timeless. Turn heads in this long sleeveless Ankara gown, specially tailored for stylish middle-aged queens who love comfort and class. Available in sizes 14 to 20 and ready for nationwide delivery. Limited piece left. Order yours today before it sells out. Hashtag Ankara fashion African style. Elegant woman style over 40. Made in Nigeria Ankara gown. Plus size chic. Fashion for queens. Nationwide delivery. Shop now. Limited stock.
Okay. From everything that was, what you heard that they read out now, it depicts, it answers the question, right? But it looks general. It's obvious the person that put in that prompt wasn't a designer, isn't a designer. Do you get what I'm saying? The response you got, as good, even though it was able to describe and answer your question, that detailing is not there. That's why I said your GPT must know you to give you a very good response. Okay, let me read what it says in my own. We inputted the same thing, right? Rich anti-luxury vibe. That's my own introduction. When elegance whispers, queens listen. This long sleeveless Ankara gown flows with quite confidence, preferred and perfect for women who knows her worth and dresses like it. Available in size 14 to 20, crafted for grace and delivered nationwide. Limited species. Once it's gone, it's gone. Hashtag Silk and Purple International. Hashtag Rich Anti-Style. Hashtag Ankara Elegance. Hashtag Luxury Meet Africa. Shop now. Did we notice any difference? The reason why it could do this is because it's talking as if I am talking and is representing me. So that is what you get when you interact, when you allow AI to know you. You are likely to get results, real-time results that will translate to sales. So it's easy for me now to just post this, and everybody that has been on my page can easily relate. So it's not just hashtag Ankara, it's more than that. Let's continue. So now let's talk about design. Pastor, let's use your, it's, okay. For me, the design that we're going to do will still be based on fashion because that's my line. But you can design anything at all. We can design. And your design is a result of your prompting also. But let me tell you the benefit of you using your ChatGPT to design. Let's assume what you do is to sell bags. And it can be easy for items that doesn't really cost much for production. You know, for my own fashion brand, if you want to sell an outfit, it's not just the outfit that you are selling. It's a total package. At times, I see some people, they just post and they just put the cloth on the hanger. It's not as if the cloth is not looking good, but people are buying more than that. They are buying the face that is wearing. They are buying the shoe. They are buying the accessories on your body. They are buying the quality of the picture that they see. So a lot of things are involved. I remember before when we want to post an item for sale, it's serious work, serious photo shoot. You need to get ring lights, and it has to be well positioned. You need to get a quality phone, iPhone, that will take a very good picture. You need to you call your makeup artists. They are there to do your makeup for you. You spend, when you want to snap now, your shoe must show. So believe you me, I had to buy. I have enough shoes in my house that I don't wear because I like comfort. So when people even come to my house, they see, are you selling shoes? I say, no, they are for photo shoot. I have all sorts of wigs. If I want to look corporate, I'll change it. If I want to go to do party look, I change it. So I buy jewelries, I buy all for photo shoot. Oh. And the person, the camera guy is collecting money. At times, it got to a stage where I discovered that almost all my customers were small like me. And I have a lot of design that are meant for plus size people. You know, people are beginning to assume I only make clothes for. So I had to get a model, a fat babe, to come and help me to wear those big ones so that I can sell them out. But with AI, imagine the amount of money I spend just to do photo shoot, to post. It costs a lot. And that is why you see all coming designers then, they are frustrated because it's not as if they can't do good stuff. But nobody is seeing it, talk less of buying, because they cannot afford to do all those things that we do. But right now, just with my ChatGPT, I don't need any of that again. I don't need a makeup artist. I don't need ring light. I don't need to buy shoe. I've stopped buying anything. I just use my phone, and it comes out perfectly. It helps me to sell more. If I need a fat model, I get it. A slim one, tall, short, anyone I need. All of them are free right now. So when the man was telling us that it costs down your production cost, they are not lying. Something that I will spend maybe 150,000, 200,000. Right now, all I need is 5,000 naira data, and I'm done. So I can save a lot. So we too can save a lot, whatever you are doing. Once you allow AI to help you, yeah, I will. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay. Should I send you the prompt, Pastor? Don't worry, just put it in. No, because I've done the homework, so you get it right. Okay, Pastor, I'm sending it to you. So just upload that and let's see what will come out. Yes. Let's see the result. So while we are getting that done, let me tell you another thing that AI can help you. I'm talking only about things that are general now. I don't want to be too specific. I downloaded an app for receipts that I use. And recently, they just increased the price. And I'm asked to be paying 200 and something thousand per annum. And like, how much do I want to use the receipt to collect self? That I'll be spending 200. So I went for another app, and that one was like free. So after like 2 months, it now came and I wanted to do something. It just said upgrade. I'm like, Shebi, you said it was free now. So I checked out the prices. It was 160 something. I'm like, what's happening? So last week here, when they were talking, they mentioned something like you creating ChatGPT can help you too. And I'm like, okay, that would be nice. Let me go and try. I just asked ChatGPT that I needed a receipt. And we went, because they said, can I use your logo? I said, yes, of course. Okay, should I use your thing line? I said, yes. Okay, how many of these do you want? Do you want it clickable? Do you want it? Yes, yes, yes. And guess what? As of today, have my receipt. No charges. Free. I can send you 1,000 receipts and I'm not paying a dime. See, a lot of things are free now. They are free, available. And I would have, if I didn't have a choice, I would have gone for maybe the least one, 164,000. That's the least one I saw that I could have done. But now I'm having it for free. How? Information. Because somebody said it, I heard it, and I did it. And now I have free receipt. After we had invoice, he said, you should need a receipt. I said, yes. Should I do another? I mean, he kept asking, and you could just upload it, and you can be changing it. It's clickable. Can you imagine? It's even add up by itself. Awesome. I'm like, so a lot of things that we can do. So mine is receipt. I don't know what you need in your area of business. Chat. Ask questions. You'll be surprised and you'll be amazed at the result that you're going to get. For most of us that we use WhatsApp, there are lots of benefits on that our WhatsApp phone, especially the one for business. Especially the one for business. I'm not an advocate of you sacking your staff, so because they need the job. But I have to make do with some of my staff because ordinary WhatsApp was doing their work far better than they could have done it. There's one simple one most people ignore. They call it label. Happy birthday, beautiful queen. You know they will have charged you for this some time ago. Now it's free. The most important part is that I learned of somebody in, is it Oluyole, that has a studio. If you want to do your birthday, you go there. And guess what? You will borrow attire. You borrow jewelry, you borrow shoe, then you come and snap. I just felt, I can't imagine wearing a clothes that is not mine. I don't know about you. And when you are done posting it, somebody else will do birthday next time, and you are now wearing. I mean, they were trying to be innovative, but that level of innovation for me is a no-no. But at least people do it. But now you can have clothes on you that you didn't even buy. I heard somebody once ask me one day that, all these celebs, they only wear their clothes once, then they do away with it. I think I went and said, that this clothes that I wore, that I've worn it before. I said, yes, because it's mine. If you get it tomorrow. So that one that they call label, how many of you have seen it on your WhatsApp? Is a lifesaver. If it makes you to be so organized that you don't miss out anything. And the beautiful thing I said about is that because it's helping you doesn't mean you won't do your own work, because you still have to label it as you want so that it can prompt you. So right now, I have an idea of how many outfits I need to make this week. I know when they are collecting it. I know the one that is ready. I know just because of something, not a separate Apple, is right there on my phone and it's free. So most of these things are free. Please, let's take advantage. Is anybody interested in having a free receipt? Okay, so let me give you the prompt. Don't bother, don't pay. We don't do that here. I know some people are like, but the thing is expensive. Me, I can't. Believe you me. All these I'm telling you are still under ChatGPT free version. Aren't you happy? So even with the free version, you can get everything that I've told you about so far this morning. And it's deliberate because I don't want people giving me excuses that I've not been buying whatever. Can we see the prompt? Because I think you also need it to generate. Okay, when pastor is done, right? When pastor is done, they will show it very well, so you can copy it and you can also generate your own. I made an outfit for someone just last week, and the person sent a message and said, that outfit that she asked me to make, that I should not post it to, because it was a designer that's, yeah. Is it my own that is showing you? Yeah, both. It's free of charge. I didn't pay for it. So I don't have to pay any 100 and something now. Just see your amount and just credit my account. That's all I'm interested. Yes. Yes. Send you reminder self. So once you get a reminder, you forward it again to your debtor. Okay. So I was gisting you. The lady now told me that I should not post because it was a designer that made it. And I just replied her that 2025. This design you are talking about, if you check it on Pinterest, we have over 1,000. So nobody is actually designing anything again. For say you design it originally from the beginning to the end, is a lie. If I want to design something now, I can get a fabric, impute it into ChatGPT, tell it to give me different designs, and I'll pick the best one, and work has started, unlike before. So I don't need anybody to help me with my designs again. Everything is free. So let's not complicate. I'm trying to simplify what we call AI, because most time we think is one big thing up there that our hand cannot reach, but our hands can reach it. Let's start today. Be friends with it. Talk. At times when I come up, you first of all ask me, are we gisting or we are here to work? You need to specify which one are you doing right now. So let's be friends with AI. Let's practice. Just keep practicing, and you see that with time, you get better. Thank you. Ola, you are supposed to put on, pastor is done. Just put up, because for you to get a very good result, camera is important. At least whatever you snap should be as clear as possible. So I just want to show you one that I did. I think it was even this outfit. You know, before, like, we have, everybody know what they call ready to wear now. Before, you need to sew like 100 pieces, 150 pieces. Okay, just go. Okay, like this one now, this one that I did was just ChatGPT. And you can see that it looks so much like the video. Once you impute a clear picture, it will help you out to. And okay, let me tell you something about this outfit. Can you see it's 10,000? Is it not cheap? It's very cheap. Because before, I heard somebody says that when you want to buy something from someone, they should not put all their family problem on the price. Yeah, but because you just put, because you need money for, you just hype it. But this used to go for like 15,000, 20,000 before. But now, ChatGPT has brought the price low. Why? Because the cost of production is next to nothing. All I need now is just the fabric. Before you want to consider going to this, and you know what I do now? Before, I normally do a lot. And you know, you have like size 12, 14, and before you know it, the people that are ordering are size 16. When you now do 16, 18, the people that will order will be size 12. So you have some clothes on the rack. So what I do now, I don't even bother. I just make one. and that is it. And then I will now stock up fabric. So if you order size 10, ready, 16. So I will sell out everything and have my money instead of seeing them on the rack. Me, I don't do that again. So any clothes you see that I post is just one that I made. And guess the new thing now. Anything you see that I post, some I've not even made them. I've not even sewn them, and people will be buying it. It's the one that they buy that I make. So nothing is wasted. If you see me post 100, you can be sure that if you see me, all you can see in my office now is the fabrics. That is all. And I will make sure I sell everything to whoever needs it. Not that I'll be keeping, although some people can still be doing that. I'm not saying it's bad though, but me, I don't like keeping my money on the rack. So I'm like, if I'm supposed to be starting my fashion business today, I don't even think I will have a shop because I don't think I need it. The only reason why my shop is there right now is because I already have customers that I'm serving. If not, right there in my room, I'm okay. All I want to do is to sell, not to be keeping clothes in my office. Thank you.
Out of the whole thing, which is Q&A. She's here, so let's ask questions. Let's be as diverse as possible, and we're going to try to use ChatGPT to answer the question so that it's not theory. Is that okay? So do you have any questions? Can I get another microphone, please? And can we get people to be ready? Let's appreciate her first. For most people won't tell you their secret. You know how Nigerians are. They'll hide all this information from you. Imagine having your accountant and everything on your ChatGPT and your receipts and your whatever. That's just, you've saved yourself. No printing cost, nothing. Just gone. All right, anybody have any questions quickly? Anybody have any questions? Any suggestions? Anything you want us to clarify? Somebody here. Toby, are we running out of microphones? What's the problem?
Right. Okay, well done, Auntie. That was very helpful. I was very happy when a question came up earlier today about the difference between training and a skill acquisition program.
Yeah.
And I'm happy Pastor addressed that. Pastor, we need skill acquisition.
Definitely.
Yes. I sent Pastor Kunle a message just after service when he made that statement about how he has taken that title from the Igbos by selling laptops, just dishing out content.
Yeah.
And I said, you know how much I know about these things, but I'm happy to have someone within the church family setting who is practically breaking the records. I'm like, you know how many of us need that skill acquisition program here, hands-on learning. I said the whole voice note to him. I'm waiting for him to respond.
Okay.
So, Pastor, I need that, sir. How many of us would like to make millions in dollars? And it's happening on TikTok every day, youngsters. My question is about what Miles talked about last week. Eva,
Yeah.
I want to know how to get that application, sir. That AI. I need it for emotional AI content creation. Instead of just churning out AI that is not emotional. Yes, sir. That's
Okay.
how do I get that
All right.
one, sir?
Any other questions quickly? Let's take all the questions and then we'll invite her back. Any other questions? Come on now. Anything you want us to try? If you have an idea you want us to walk you through, because like you said, it give you general information. So we want to be specific now. What do you think you want to start using AI to do in your life? We can run a practical right now. Yes, my sister. Sorry, I can't see your face. I shared the thing. Yeah. Can we give her a mic, please? Let's be a little more efficient today, for crying out loud.
Thank you, sir. So this week, I was trying to I have a theme for my content creation. So because of the target audience I'm focusing on. So at this month, I'm focusing on wellness and fitness. So I was like, I need to make content. And thinking about, okay, how will I start? What will I wear? And that thing is overwhelming.
What will you wear?
What will I wear? Because I was thinking that, okay, I need to focus on people that go to these gyms. And I don't go to gym.
Sorry, what do you make?
No, I mean the clothes to wear
Okay,
to
I
make
know,
the
but
content.
What content do you make?
Do I make? Okay,
What
this
content are you making?
for fitness, people that
Oh, you are into fitness.
no, I sell food
For
people that want to maybe lose weight or just take something to snack on
okay.
and to still
All
be
right,
fit.
that gives us a context. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was not like, okay, ChatGPT gave me content idea. It gave me the one for the gym. It gave me for different angles,
Yeah.
different. So I was like, I can't make this, and I need a simpler way to be able to make the content, make it real, and still push it out on my page because
All right.
that's the goal for this month.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let me take one more and then I'll invite her to come and answer the questions. Let me take one more. One more question. Anybody? One more question? You guys are not asking the real questions. You're not asking the real hard questions. You know, because we tend, especially when we're in a church setting, we tend to make people feel that we're not greedy or hungry. You know what I mean? We tend to act somehow. Yes, I haven't heard a question now that has really struck me. Yes.
Okay, she talks about labeling.
Yeah.
Please, what is labeling? And then where can we find it?
Okay.
All
All right, so over to you, ma.
Well, for the gym, yes, you can use videos. And if you, I think I had a prompt that I did just this week. And when you are done, we can even say afterwards, but when you are done, you don't even have to be the one you don't have to show your face. You can a ChatGPT can help you with videos, and it will even come in series that you can even decide to post first edition or one next week, continue with it. So there are videos. I did one during the week. I don't know if some people saw it. Yeah, so you can do video and you don't have to show your face. But if you want to show your face, it's possible. If you don't want to spend so much on outfit and stuff, you can decide to maybe wear a t-shirt, a branded t-shirt, that whenever you show up, they will know, oh, she's about to talk about fitness. But the video version is so cool. You give it a prompt, whatever you want it to do, it will do it. And it's come in form of a drama. And it can be even in series. So there is a way you can do it that you will retain the actors, so that when you do the next one, it's still the same actors that did the first one that do. So ayeti that day, whatever that means. So it's easy. It's easy. Okay, you said I mentioned label. What do you? Okay, open your WhatsApp. WhatsApp business. Let's do it. Then go to the last part where it says setting. Then you see business tools, number 3. So organize your charts. So that's where you have labels. Click it and see what it's like. My own is filled up with so much information. So you'll be the one to impute whatever you like. Like my own, I have follow-up. Follow-up means people that have made inquiry, but they are yet to make an order. So I have all their lists. I have new order. That's somebody that just placed. I have what I call shop work. That means this one has nothing to do with online order. It's the work I need to do in my office. I had a label paid. That means I'm done with this person. I have part payment, which means the person still has a balance. I have urgent. Those are express work that needed to be done. So just put in your own that has to do with you. I have delivery. So to know whether I've actually delivered or not. So put in whatever you like, then you impute it. There's a way you link it back to the customer on your WhatsApp. So it will actually label. So when you open your WhatsApp, you can see it. What is under the customers or what is under the person's name, so that it will remind you always of what you need to do. Thank you. And of course, we still have a lot of things. If you check under the organize your chart, there are other things that you can just take advantage of this thing, practice it. We have catalog. For a long time, I get more orders from WhatsApp than my real website. Why? Because it's Nigeria. People like talking to you. I will send them the website. They will go there. They will screenshot. Then come to WhatsApp to order. I'm like, hey, what's all this? After I've done my wahala on the site. But people rather, they just want to, they like that one-on-one feel. They want to say hello and they want you to reply. Even though the account number, everything is there, they will still come and talk to you in the WhatsApp area, send your account number. They just want that feel. So your WhatsApp catalog can even sell out more than the website that you are paying hundreds of thousands. And guess what? ChatGPT can also create you a website for free. Thank you. I think was it for me or for Pastor? Yeah, it's emotional. He was talking about emotional. Yeah, and of course it's true. When you want to sell, you sell from your emotion. It makes people buy more than for me to just put out an outfit and say, "Come and buy." Like the example that he gave, I think he gave an example of somebody that is in real estate and was saying, "Lie, not in my life will I marry a poor man that will know is not able to be there." So when we build story around our brand, I think I did one last week too, where I said the person that wore silk and purple outfit got a job. People will laugh, but at the end, I'm like, you are going to an interview. What are you wearing? If you wear what I made for you, you're likely to get employed. Somebody, just cook. Just say things that will make people to get hooked to your brand, as against come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. Just tell a story. But most of these things, as simple as it is, you need to actually sit down and brainstorm. You need to actually sit down and think of how else can I do this thing. I was watching something online sometime. I saw this song. I think I use it for a video too. Yoruba one, there's one Yoruba that was talking about who knows the song? Let me check. One interesting song. I just ran into it and I made a video out of it.
Can they add one or two more? This is getting hot.
1 minute. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Once you give it the prompting, it will make the video. You'll be shocked. It will give you 4 or 5 options. Then you now have to settle with the one that you feel will fly the most. So it's all is there. It's just prompting that you need. And you can't get this thing without practice. That's my own. People just want to start today. And so if you do one today, by the time you do it next time, it comes out better. So don't give up. Just keep trying. And anytime you do one that you really like the output, make sure you copy the prompt somewhere and keep, so that you can always reuse it or at least update it. Okay, I've seen it. Lubu Lubu. I just like the views. You know I do drama, so you shouldn't be surprised. I just heard the song and it gave me an idea and I did it. And by the time I did it, most time I think the algorithm also knows when people react to. One, it was the traditional outfit. Secondly, it was the song, and the way it ended has to do with clothing. So I used it, and the lights kind of shoot up. And see, please, whatever you do, be consistent. Because even on Facebook, I've heard a lot about when you post, it gets monetized and stuff like that. I decided to do it. I I was following everything that they asked us to do. And recently, Facebook just wrote to me and said that I've been monetized. And I'm like, wow, is that it? And every day now, in the night, I go and check and see how many dollars I've earned. So it's now paying off. Even though when I started, I was simply obeying what we were taught to do. But now I'm getting paid. So as you are viewing my post, you be viewing, me be any.
Well, let me say this, and this is something that we still don't understand. Yeah, I'll take it. What people don't understand is this. Most AIs that you see outside, I'm going to play a few for you, have been built on the platforms like ChatGPT or Claude or whatever. Those are domesticated apps. Am I making sense? They are designed to do Ava, for instance, but they run on ChatGPT or the other platforms. Am I making sense? So the problem is that the people who make those apps are not designing them for you to get it for free. Theirs is to sell it to you, and you have to pay. Am I making sense? Yeah. And they've done most of the job. The problem with most of them is the context of Africa and Nigeria. Now, so be careful, because there are apps that can do anything you want that ChatGPT or those basic platforms, am I making sense? Large language models can do. Am I making sense? But those ones you pay for ChatGPT or you take it free, you can build even local versions of those other apps and sell those ones. Am I making sense? And make them available to Nigerians. Or you can take a shortcut. What they are monetizing is your laziness to produce what you want, to learn the prompts, and to go through the figure to create what you want. Am I making sense? And you are simply paying them for doing the job for you. Do you understand? You need to get that very clear. You can get an app for practically anything. I told him to put up, I just told you to put up whatever. I'll show you one or two. Is it showing? I may not show the, Ola, you're not showing. I'm trying to find out if I can see the, I don't know what's wrong with the audio here, but, but you can see all those, they're using an AI model to create all this, where you can put anybody you like, WizKid and whatever. You can pay for those. They are ready. All you have to do is upload WizKid's photograph. Am I making sense? And put it in that app, and it will give you WizKid carrying your product or whatever. But you will pay.
Result. Click here to download it. Now, for motion, go to Clean AI and create an account where you.
So you see what I mean? But
I
those
created this product advert with Burna Boy.
Yeah, those are paid platforms.
With
they will give you 7.
So this AI model will help you easily model your product for free with a high level of detailing, which you can also give the model a motion with another AI model.
They will do it for you for free, maybe for 7 days. After that, they will monetize. Do you understand? But if you learn how to create the prompt on your ChatGPT, then it's free for life. And you can get better at it. And then you can now take context. Am I making sense? You understand what I'm saying? This is very important, because people keep asking, is there an AI? There's an AI for everything. There's an app for everything. There's almost there are millions, there are literally millions of apps. Look at this one.
Let me show you how you can use AI to sell your market, especially if you have a clothing store that has mannequins. Give them, come and buy it. 20K only. Anyways, let me show you how you can do all of that on your phone. Now, first of all, dress the mannequin up in the clothes that you like to advertise. Now, to be able to achieve this result, there are actually 2 versions to use. The first is the free option, and to use it, all you need to do is open TikTok, yeah? Then search for AI dance wave filter, that's this one. Point your phone towards the mannequin to capture it. And guys, in a few minutes, you should have your results. For the paid version, you can make use of websites like clean.ai to animate a picture of the mannequin. You can even add yourself to the mix, but do not run away when you see the results. Yeah, that's all you have to do. So, do you think it makes sense? Is it something you like to try? Meanwhile, I want to give away this mannequin. Who wants one? Mannequin has run away. Oh, wishy.
I mean, are you getting it now? Do you understand what I'm saying? You can learn. It's up to you.
I asked ChatGPT to build me a brand. Well, I did. Here's what happened. Now, first, I have to train it. I say, oh, you're the best marketing creative maker. You understand that not all the prompts that can generate different marketing creatives for brands. And then it was like, oh, tell me more. And then I said, water bottle. And then it was like, okay, what is the name of your brand? Who's the target customer? I didn't have the time to answer all that. I just said the name of the brand is H2O. And then it gave me a breakdown of, different creative ideas, social media posts, Facebook ad copies. These are not the interesting part, right? But then I asked it to create mock-up for the product. And it asked me the type, the bottle type, color scheme, logo, and all that stuff. And then I gave it a good answer, right? And then it came up with the mock-up. Now, this looks good. You can see the logo down below. And this is absolutely stunning. Now, for the next part, I said, I want to go into production. Give me the actual dimensions for this water bottle. Because
you can see it. Can you guys see it? That's ChatGPT. Somebody else used TikTok. Am I making sense? And even within the TikTok, you have the paid version and you have the free version. You understand? Do you understand all that? Yeah. If you do the paid version, it saves you time. You know what I mean? It does all the work for you, but you pay. If you do the free version, you have to work. No shortcut. Am I making sense? That's life. These are apps that help cities run better. These are that predict whatever. 7 best resources to learn AI for non-technical people. I don't want to play that. This is TikTok. I can't remember what this is about.
The early 2020s.
No, that one is too much for all of us. This is healthcare. Campus healthcare, AI in healthcare. Look,
artificial intelligence is revolutionizing medicine.
Let me leave that. 3 ways AI is changing healthcare. Let's leave that. I can't remember what this is.
Advice is an area where artificial intelligence is going to attack
This is in
human
banking,
jobs first.
where
One
the
of
bank
first
gives you
areas.
advice
When we look
about
at this
your
from
money.
a banking perspective, you're going to start to see bank accounts differentiate because of their advice that they can give you. A plastic card doesn't give you any advice. It doesn't tell you what is happening before or after the transaction as you take it. This is an example of where we really see AI is going to differentiate.
So I'm just showing you what people are doing. Just keep your eyes open, how AI is going to get used in banking. This is a politician that is, they've created a immigration, speed up immigration. People are using that, how ICE is using it to catch people. A bot that will advise you on how to fill forms and fill your immigration, what you qualify for.
Chatbot that will revolutionize Canadian
I don't know. Most of people won't know this.
Help you
A few
figure
years
out
ago,
what PR pathway is suitable for you and help you get quick answers. You just have to follow the instructions and type in your background information, and it will tell you the top 3.
you want to apply for a visa, AI.
Your percentage score.
Now, let me say this to you. This is very common. People need things in Nigeria. You know what I mean? And they want to, if you say, okay, let me help you fill your passport form, and you create an app, pay me 10,000 naira to fill the form for you, and you don't get involved after that, you make 10,000 naira per everybody that puts it. Nobody wants to fill all those forms. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So we got to understand how we can leverage it. We can leverage it for our own use. There's a lady now who got up and said, ChatGPT gave her advice and she couldn't do. Tell ChatGPT I can't do it. Am I making sense? Give me something simpler. You know what I mean? Just, as much as sometimes I'll tell you, talk to me like a 12-year-old. Explain something to me like a 12-year-old so that I won't, you're studying exams, you don't understand what the lecturer said. Talk to me like a 10-year-old, you know what I mean? Or like a beginner or something like, you wanted to ask a question? Sure, why not?
Okay. I wanted to give an opinion concerning the woman that asked about AI notes. I believe that she should just personalize it.
Yeah.
Probably AI is telling her to wear a particular fit that doesn't fit her. She should tell AI about her body type. Probably I'm a faith-based content creator. I can't wear this particular type of outfit. Yeah. So it will help AI to know more. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. That's, by the way, you do a few voice samples, it will produce the video in your voice. So you don't need to say anything. So those of us who don't like seeing ourselves on the screen or don't know how to talk properly and all that. So it's up to you. Where do you want to go with this? All right? Are you here? I don't know if there are any other questions so that we can finish with that. But let me say to you that you need to skill up. That's where today it's all about. You need to, whether you're using it domestically or whatever, and then you need to give your children a chance. Am I making sense? Now, you see how you're going to do it. That's what we're going to talk about next week. Next week is going to talk about the boundaries and the lines you don't cross. Am I making sense? The way where you don't lie, you know what I mean? You don't do false advertising, all those simple things that you need to do. But to say that we're not going to be involved in the AI industry is the wrong notion. And we need to all be extremely careful about it. And people are going to challenge us. And one of the things I also want to talk about next, which will be more interactive, is how do you study? How do you pray with AI? Am I making sense? Where you don't feel you're dealing with a machine, you know, and so on and so forth. But more important than that, we're trying to get rid of this stigma that is going to hold us from entering into an industry that we all know is going to take over the world, whether we like it or not. Do you know the new tax? By the way, we're going to be doing a seminar next month on the new tax laws. We're going to be bringing tax experts in to come and help you. Most of you are not ready. And the problem is most people don't understand, because all banking transactions are now available to the tax people. They will, if you don't go and report yourself at the end of the year and pay your tax, which will be done remotely, they're going to come and tell you that you're owing more than you're owing. Am I making sense? And so there's so much that people need to learn. And so we're going to, but guess what they're going to use? AI. Now they won't need to do that much work. The AI will just assess, you know what I mean, all your banking transactions. Do you need to start having a limited liability company? How do you write some of your things off? You know what I mean? All those we're going to try and talk about before November. So that if people want to make any changes, have December to make those changes and be ready. Please don't forget that from January 2026, they're not going to come to you to present, for you to come and pay your tax. You are the one going to submit your tax payment. For instance, what I do in this company, even though I don't earn a salary, I told the accountant in this company to calculate what they anticipate my salary is. And based on what they say my salary is, they should pay the tax for my tax category. Because what used to happen was every year I would go to the office at Dubai and they will make me pay for 3 years. Challenge, they'll make me pay for 3 years. The next year again, I will go, they say, no, 3 years. And I said, what about the other 3 years? They said, no, no. So I just said, and then sometimes I will get there, tell them this is my tax. They will tell me how dare I calculate my own tax, that they will estimate me. And then sometimes they will give me much lower than I plan to pay, and I'm not a fool. You know, so I was born, I wasn't born yesterday. So at the end of the day, I found out there was also, so I said, okay, you know what, let's save us the trouble. As you're paying staff salaries and doing payee, do payee for me. So at the end of the year, I've been paying, let's say I pay 25,000 naira every month to the federal government. By the end of the year, you know what I mean? The 3 years is automatically calculated. And everything now is going online. So we all need to know this. But AI, like we said, if you do what she told you to do, it can help you work out your VAT, work out everything you want to do, build it into your system, and you just pay those fees. Am I making sense? So let's leverage it. These guys are simply, what they're doing now is simply because of AI. The new passports that are being printed in Nigeria is also AI. Everything is being moved by AI. So if you don't know, you'll get yourself into trouble. And whether you like it or not, every transaction you make is noted. The only problem is that some of us are small fry, so they won't come after us. You know what I mean? But people who are doing billions and hiding it, you know what I mean? They're coming. You know what I mean? And because they need the money. All right? Any other question to this so we can round up? Yes, sir.
My name is Tolulope Akinwole Solomon Ashirioluwa. I used to follow up the church on YouTube because I've attended this church before. My brother is also attending this church. I'm a full-time missionary. I have an NGO. I minister to children, teens, young persons, and caregivers. And the challenge that I have, sir, is a challenge to me. The challenge I'm having, sir, and I hope that, the first time that I attended this church, it was early this year. I also made a presentation there on application of artificial intelligence in children and teens ministry, if you remember, sir. Then, since that time, I will go on YouTube. My brother used to send the link to me. But the only challenge that I have, sir, is downloading some of these messages. I came on the way from Ekiti State, Ado Ekiti. So we are believing God to start a work here in Ibadan. But the challenge I'm having, I'll be traveling back to Ado Ekiti on Monday. Following up on the church platform, YouTube platform, the challenge that I have, sir, is how to download those messages on YouTube. I have tried different applications, and they've not been working. They've not been functioning. Please, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Well, it's on Telegram. All our messages are on
It's
Telegram.
on Telegram. Good.
But those are audio messages.
Praise God.
And they're easy to fill.
Praise God. Please, how do I, what will I type, ma?
The Bridge Network.
The Bridge Network.
Also, yeah. And then everybody write this down. There's a particular site called save.net. Save.net. You can, it has save.net, Twitter, save.net, Instagram, state.net. Everything has, The good thing with TikTok is that it allows you to download directly, but there's a limit to the length of, and Instagram, there's a limited length of, and Twitter as well, of videos you can present. There's something called save.net. Now, when you go to save.net, it will give you their apps, their simple, some of them are just simple web pages. You just put the link of what you want to download. And by the way, how many of you have heard of Perplexity? Okay? Even on the free Perplexity page, you can just copy the link of the message or whatever, and it will transcribe the entire message for you. And you have the text of the message. You know what I mean? Free of charge. Perplexity. It may get angry with you over certain sites, but that's all, especially Nigerian sites. You know what I mean? But most sites, it works beautifully. Not only that, you can ask it for the high points of the message. You can ask it for a summary. You can, if it's a prophecy in the message, you can tell it to extract the prophecy. Are you getting my point? And Perplexity it's probably one of the better ones because it combines web search, it combines sales, it combines ChatGPT, Claude, and all that into one. But it's also $20 a month. For a month if you want to use the paid platform. But it has huge advantages. So we're on Telegram, and the messages are there every week, all right? Any other question? Please take care of that. Can I tell you the biggest challenge that I find, though, is that we have to learn to communicate with our people. Don't just pick a foreign style of doing things and bringing it home. No, you have to learn to talk to our people in the language. I think it was Mandela that said that one of the greatest honors you can give to a man is to speak to them in their own language. One of the mistakes we make is that we don't talk to Nigerians like Nigerians. I remember when I work with graphics people, and they will put white people on the poster, and I will tell them, you can't put a white man on my Nigerian poster. That's terrible. You are telling them there's foreigners. Am I making sense? So there are things like this. That's what we need to do with AI. It's to do our indigenous versions. Am I making sense? Of what AI can do for our people. The market women who need it. Am I making sense? And so we need to start thinking of people like you, need to start thinking of making apps for this market women. You know what I mean? Who need these apps and need to be brought into this technology and be able to produce adverts in Yoruba and so on and so forth. I think we should start doing that, and I think that's what we can do. Have you been blessed? Can we round up? It's 12 o'clock. We try to keep to time. Are you here? We have lots of videos for you. You can collect them from the media unit over there on WhatsApp. They can just send it to you. But please keep pushing forward. Like I said, the next stage is to skill up. And we're still trying to figure it out. But we'll be doing AI Saturdays once a month from next month. And we're going to be starting with education. We're going to be focused on the schools to bring that into their sphere and see how we can help them. Then we'll go, based on the most popular topic, to the next month on another similar topic so that we won't have to do this every Saturday. Can I appeal to you to make next Saturday? I know next Saturday is not focused on business. It's about ethics. It's about the morality of what we're doing. it's important for us that we don't, because one of the biggest pitfalls of, you're already seeing it right now. How many of you saw, yesterday there was a picture of a man doing deliverance for a girl who they call Spider Girl, who climbed up to the ceiling. Did you see it? It's AI. It's AI. You say, why? First and foremost, everything around her will be distorted in some areas. Number two, look at the eyes of the people in the background. They didn't follow her. Am I making sense? And if you see somebody climbing a ceiling, how many of you know that the church will be empty? So that's the other side of AI. It is as devilish as the good side. You know what I mean? And that's why we need to draw a line. You know what I mean? That we're not going to cross these lines. You know, you can take old things. How many of you have been watching VDM? Very dark man. Go to China, buy second-hand phones, and take them to shops in the same China, who will give you brand new packages, clean up the phone, reset the battery life, wipe the phone clean, make it clean, and sell it to you as new. Now, a simple video that VDM has done now is going to collapse a whole market in Lagos. He brought, and then a car he bought for 22 million naira, a 2025 version, while they are selling a 2022 version for 33 million. That has put, so you see what I'm saying? So if you lie, somebody will catch you and somebody will expose you. And that will be the end of your business. And to build that trust again will be incredibly, as easy as it is to reach them, it is as easy for them to destroy your life. Somebody put up a post this morning that said something about a woman in America saying something about this famous singer that plays the trumpet, Nathaniel Bassey. Of course, that's the headline. Woman in America claims something about Nathaniel Bassey. What did she say? She said Nathaniel Bassey looks sick and he needs rest and prayers. That's all she said. And now it has become sensation. Am I making sense? That's the world we're living in right now. So please, this instrument is dangerous. It's fire. And you know fire does not discriminate. It will cook for you, but it will burn you with the same fire that is using to cook for you. And that's where we are. Let's face some of the realities of the pitfalls. That's why this is about that. That's why we need to do this next week. Of course, we'll still bring examples, take Q&A, and do more practicals before we go next week. All right? God bless you, and thank you so much for being here. You are deeply appreciated. I hope we've been a blessing to you. We invite you to our church tomorrow for something. God bless you.